Welcome back to Project Breakthroughs. It's David Dubay here, and in this video I want to share with you ways of looking at information that you receive. Not only that when you receive it, you can filter it through this system I'm going to share with you here, but then you can also exchange that information. You can export that information, as in give it to other people, share it like this. And when you do this, you look at things on a different contextual level than majority of the world does, than the majority of the major news outlets do. This will enable you to look at information in a different light. That's why I want to share it with you, because I feel it fairly valuable to know and have this information. Most people don't look at things this way. And when they present information, you can tell based on what I'm going to share with you how they are viewing it, in what lens or context they are. When you are good at broadly looking at information from multiple viewpoints, you can express it in a way that makes sense to literally anyone you talk to. But you have to know these forms to understand how to filter that information. So that's what I'm going to share with you here. So there's 4 parts to this. I'm going to just put them on the board right now. There's the I, me, we, and us. So as you can see, we have external, internal, right? So this is internal, this is external. So individual, collective, okay? I, me, we, us. What does that mean exactly? So when information is disseminated, it's looked at through different paradigms. And it's shared specifically, so when you watch the news or you're reading an article, are they explaining it in a single paradigm? Are they sharing it in multiple paradigms? Multiple paradigms as being how it affects you as the individual, right? How it affects you and other people outside of you. How it affects you as your community, right? You as a group of people, whether this is, your small town, your city, your state, your country, and then how it affects globally. Globally, how it affects everything. Okay? So these are the 4 paradigms, right? How it affects me personally. Right? So when you're reading an article or when you're hearing someone speak on something, you're able to discern how they understand that information, how they relate to that information based on how they're regurgitating that information to you or sharing that information. If they're sharing it as in me, me, well, then they only understand it from one perspective. They haven't looked at it from any of the other perspectives. When they share it from a general perspective, they might have smaller perspective understanding of it already. They may have. Not always, but they may have. And in fact, it's more likely that they do if they're sharing the broad strokes version of it than otherwise. Okay? Right? So if I'm explaining how it affects me, that's just one aspect of the totality of what it is that I'm sharing. If I'm sharing how it affects me and others around me that I know because I know their economy, how it affects my community specifically, right, then I've thought about it differently than just one. Just 1 or 2. And then if I talk about it collectively, it's different. Does this make sense? That's what I want this to make a lot of sense to you. I want you to understand that when we listen to information, we have filters that we use every single time that we get information. And it's on us, it's on the individual to dictate how they perceive and understand the content, and then how they relate that content to everything. So when you're having conversation about topics and subjects, you can know rapidly, because if they are here or they're only in these 2 spots, they have not then thought about these 2 spots. They've not thought about the community. They've not thought about the totality. You have the ability then to bring up awareness of those things. This is vitally important when it comes to discerning information. People don't do this. Most people don't discern information. So, that is what this video is all about, helping you to discern more information and the information that you get so you can decide what's right for you, what's wrong for you, how it looks for you, your family, your community, and the world as a whole. These filters are for you. That's why this video is for you. I'm David Dubay with Project Breakthroughs. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.